Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the Toma Todito show. Thank you guys once again. Thank you again for all your support. I've been getting some emails. I've been getting some comments. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. It's awesome to know that people from the other side of the world are listening to me. People from the other side of the country are listening to me. So thank you guys for all your support. You Russian fans out there, you French fans out there. I got some fans out in Atlanta, Georgia. So this is more than I could have asked for. This is just an avenue for me to be able to get my excitement out as it relates to the fight game, to boxing and MMA, and to know that there's an ear out there catching wind of this and listening to me. It's more than I could have asked for. So thank you guys out there. I really appreciate you guys. Send me some feedback. If there's anything that you guys would like for me to talk about or cover, I will do so. And I'll do it in a respectable manner, and I'll do justice by you, for sending me some content here that you would like for me to cover. So thank you guys for that. Today, I'm going to bring you another episode, a quick overview. And in addition to this little series that I put together, doing justice and giving a shout out to some of the more notable organizations that are out there related to the fight game, whether it's MMA related or boxing related, some of the organizations that are doing some big things. So today's edition is going to be covering Invicta FC. And Invicta, established in 2012, let's jump right in. This is a United States based organization. They obviously cater to mixed martial arts. The promotion is specifically for female fighters. And like I said just a few sentences ago, this was established in 2012, so they're 8 years strong already. To date, Invicta FC has held 46 events. As much as I could gather, this is the most up-to-date information that I was able to gather, and I was able to count the events that they've had. As much as I could backtrack, 46 events to date in 8 years, in its 8-year history. The most recent event took place actually November of 2020, so just this year. They currently air on UFC TV. They air on UFC Fight Pass as well, and some of the more notable names that we have that have gone through Invicta FC that you're going to recognize are going to be Kayla Harrison, right? Kyla Harrison, I believe is how they pronounce. So Kyla Harrison is one of the more notable names on there, and one of the more one of the fighters who has left her mark in Invicta FC. She's done some big things on there, very dominant fighter, and the sky's the limit for her. If you haven't caught a Kyla Harrison match, she's a force to be reckoned with. So definitely tune in, see when she's fighting again, and or just go to YouTube and look up some of the memorable fights that she's done. Very dominant force, very strong fight game, very strong ground game. Awesome force to be reckoned with, Kyla Harrison. Other names that we recognize: Angela Hill. Most recently, we've seen her out in the UFC. Marlos Conan, she's competed in the UFC amongst other organizations. She's had fights with Chris Cyborg that I recall with. Chris Cyborg has also competed in Invicta FC. Tanya Evinger, another name that I recognize. Felicia Spencer, who recently fought not only Chris Cyborg, but also fought Amanda Nunes in the UFC for the title. Sarah Kaufman, another name that's been around the forums of MMA for years. And so those are some of the more notable names that have gone here. The unique thing about Invicta FC, it's that it's driven specifically for women fighters. So women fighters have their own platform. And to date, if we date back to the first few fights that we would catch women, whether it be in boxing or if it was MMA related, to what we have now, women's fighting has come a long way as far as technique, as far as skill, how developed they're fighting now. And some of the bigger entertaining and more entertaining fights often happen to be women fights. Yeah, so check this out. Support Invicta FC. It's awesome that they have their own platform now, and you see the competition level within women fighting and women's MMA just growing exponentially. So get behind Invicta FC. Check out your local listings for their next event, or just go to their website. Invicta FC doing some big things for the sport and for women in general. So hopefully they have another event coming up. I didn't see anything that they had to close out 2020. I believe their November event was the last one that they had on the calendar to close out 2020. But if you come up with another event and I wasn't able to catch it and something else pops up here for December of 2020, let me know and I'll do an update on this episode. I want to do right by this organization, and hopefully if you didn't know about Invicta FC, check them out. Check them out. They're awesome. They're an awesome organization. And with that said, we'll close out this episode. Hopefully it gets some, for you Invicta FC fans out there who have been long supporters of Invicta FC, this episode is dedicated to you. Hopefully I did justice by the organization, at least by giving it a shout out and putting it out there for people to catch wind of this organization and look into it and hopefully become supporters and viewers and fans of this organization. So they're leaving their mark on the sport of MMA and in the fight game overall with this format of just catering to women specifically. So with that, I'll leave you guys. I'll bring you some more episodes here in the coming days. Thank you guys for tuning in and for all your continued support. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.